So for this project, we're going to start with 5 of these wood planks from the Dollar Tree. They look like paint stir sticks, except for they're not, but it's the slender kind that you can get at the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to go ahead and run the glue along the edge of the wood plank, and then I'm going to glue it together with another wood plank. And I'm going to do that to all 5 of them. So we have like a nice, like a little shiplap kind of looking frame, if that makes sense. You'll see in a minute. And if any of the glue kind of seeps through the cracks right here, I'm just going to wipe it off with my fingers. Then I'm going to do the same thing to the other 3 planks right here. And I want to welcome you back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Yara, and I am so happy that you're all here with me today. I'm so excited to share these Dollar Tree clothespins DIYs with you. I had so much fun making these, and yeah, I hope you enjoy them. So here we got them all glued together. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and add some masking tape just to make sure um, that it stays together. And I'm gonna put some tape on the front and on the back side just to kind of help hold its shapes. And as I'm putting the tape down, I kind of um, make sure that they're nice and tight together. And then I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And I'm still wiping off some glue that kind of seep through here, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. Add the tape and then wipe away any glue that may seep through. And then once I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and let that sit and dry. I let it sit for a few hours, and then I'm gonna go in with I think it's apple barrels, chestnut brown, and I'm gonna put some in a little paper bowl right here, and I'm adding some water because I want to make it into a stain, so it's not full paint going on, but it's a stain so we can still see some of that wood grains showing through, and I really like that. And I like the chestnut watered down. It gives it a nice stain, not your typical antique stain. So I liked it. It's just something different. And here you can still see the wood grain showing through. That's exactly what I wanted. And I'm going to give the whole thing, front and back and the sides, a coat of the stain. And then once I've done one side, I'm going to wipe it back with a paper towel. And then I'll do the same thing on the back side. So have you guys crafted with any of the jumbo clothespins from the Dollar Tree? If you have, let me know. And let me know what you made. I had so much fun making these. Um, I'm thinking about if I should make some other things. I'm really obsessed with them. So anyway, here I'm wiping it off, the excess paint off. And I also did 2 of the clothespins right here with the same paint. And here I'm lining up where I want it on my frame right here. But because of the metal little wiring thing that holds the clothespin together, it's not going to lay flush against um, the background. So I'm going to take some popsicle sticks and add to the back of it. So I kind of have it leveled on the back side. Because, if you add the glue to the metal, it's not going to stick anyway. So I'm going to do a double layer of the popsicle sticks right here. And then I'm going to glue them into place. And then when I glue them onto my wood frame, then it will lay flush and it's leveled. And I'm not sure why I used hot glue. I really wanted to use the wood glue because it gives it a much better hold. But that must have slipped my mind here. I mean, it's still holding. Uh, but yeah, I may want to change that because I don't know how long that would hold. And I would like for this to stay the way it is for a long time because I really like it. So just keep that in mind when you choose to use wood glue or hot glue. So yeah, I'm just adding a double layer of the popsicle sticks to each side, and then I'm going to put them down, line them up on my frame right here, and then I'm going to glue them into place. And this is how I have it styled for now. You just want to put some lightweight on it, especially since you used hot glue. But yeah, I think it turned out super cute. Let me know what you think about this one. Definitely something different. So let's move on to project number two. I'm going to take these two wood planks from the Dollar Tree and paint them with Waverly's chalk paint and celery. And two clothespins, I'm going to use antique wax, watered down antique wax of those. So here I'm going to give it just one coat, and I'm doing the top and the sides. I'm not doing the bottom just because it is so rough. I tried to sand it down, but it stayed rough, and it's going to be so hard to paint. So I left it plain. You're not going to be able to see it. So for me, it's going to be in my home. It's fine. So, but if you're okay with it looking rough, but you wanted it, the same color as the top, by all means, go ahead and paint it. And then once I've painted those, I'm going to put them to the side and dry. And here I'm going to add a little antique wax and I'm going to water it down. So I give it a little bit of a lighter stain and then um, you don't use as much as of the wax that you would if you just went it on because it's rather thick. So here I like kind of watering it down. And then when I'm happy with the consistency, I'm going to go ahead and start applying it to my clothespins right here and then wipe it back. What I do to one, I'll do the same thing to the other one. And here I'm going in with a tiny brush just to get into the little cracks right here. And I'm going to do this all the way around and on the sides and also wherever you can see it on the inside. And I was trying my best not to get anything on that little metal piece on the clothespin right here. But if you do, it's easy, just a little bit of water and wipe it off. Then once everything is dry, I have these two leftover pieces of a rub-on transfer I had in my stash. And it was perfect size, so I chose these two. And I'm going to add them catty corner from each other. And I'm just going to lay it down and then start rubbing. And this is from Amazon, so you know that it's very sticky, so you have to make sure that your paint is fully dry, like really fully dry, because if it's not, you may lift up some paint with it here. But I have let it sit for a long time, and I'm going in and rubbing, and as I'm lifting it, if something does not adhere and it kind of comes up with um, the sheet, then I'm going to lay it down and do some rubbing. And here, as I'm gently pulling it back, I'm just going to make sure with my finger that I'm kind of burnishing it down. But I'm also going to use that sheet of paper to burnish it when I'm finished. And it's the same process with the second one that you see on the top. And here I have it already laid down, and I'm doing some rubbing, and I'm trying to get my little corner going right here. Lay it back down and do some more rubbing. So just take your time with this. Um, you want to make sure everything is adhered to your surface. So it could take a little bit of time if you have to keep laying down and keep rubbing it, but it pays off. And here, and then I'm going to go in with some Mod Podge. I want to make sure I'm sealing it into place so it's not going to come off because I'll have things on it. So I want to make sure that it's nice and secure. And I'm just using the Mod Podge over the surface and especially around the edges so it doesn't like lift up on the edges if it gets caught onto something. So here the whole thing is down nice and tight. And then we're going to start working with our clothespins right here. As you can already see, we're going to make a little stand. And I'm just kind of figuring out the placement. Got to get my ruler out so I can get it centered um, on the side. And then once I have it figured out, I'm going to take my little pencil and mark it. So when I take it off and add the glue, I know where to put it back down. And I'm still using the Type Bond multi-surface glue. And here now I know where to put it right back down because I made my little lines. And then I'm going to go ahead and measure, making sure that I have the same distance on each side, that it's centered. Because while the glue is still wet, you can easily maneuver it back and forth a little bit before it sets. And here we'll do the same thing on the other side. I have already marked where it needs to go, and I'm still kind of measuring to make sure that it's accurate once I put it down. And if not, you can kind of move it a little bit like you saw me doing right there. And then I let that sit for a little bit before I added the glue to the top, just so I wasn't going to move it anymore. It's not going to slip and slide around while I add the top piece. And then I'm going to gently lay it down. And then I'm going to use my L-shaped ruler right here. That way I can make sure that it's straight and it's lining up with the bottom piece. And I check that on both sides of my wood plank. And there we go. We have a little cute riser. What do you think? I think it's adorable. It is totally different. It's a unique piece, and I'm in love with it. So let's move on to project number 3. I'm going to start with one of these wood crates from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove that little stick on the bottom, and then I'm going to give the whole thing one coat of Waverly's chalk paint in ivory. I'm doing the sides, both on the inside and the outside, and then the bottom on the inside and outside as well. And then the ends, both ends. And I'm just giving it one coat. Then we're going to use 2 more of these jumbo clothespins, and I'm going to give them both a coat of Waverly's chalk paint in moss. And I'm doing it the same way I did with the other 2. I'm going to go in with a bigger brush, but when I have to get into those little crevices right here, I'm using a fine tip brush to get in there. And I'm also going to make sure I do the top, the bottom, the sides, and also on the insides where you can see the wood. And here I gotten a little bit on that metal piece, so I just wiped it off with a little bit of a damp paper towel. Then I also did on the inside of that little hole right there with a smaller brush because I can get it all the way through. I love this green, the moss green. I think it's such a pretty green color. And it can go year round. You can't go wrong with this one. And then here I'm going in with some more of that moss paint and my chippy brush. I'm going to go ahead and give it a distressing. I think I go kind of medium, not too light, but not too heavy. And I'm just going to go back and forth until I'm happy with what I'm seeing, and I'm going to do that all the way around. I do not do the bottom and I do not do the inside, but I do the top rim because that's what you'll be able to see. And I'm going to let that sit and dry. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to go right ahead and move on. I'm going to figure out where to put my clothespins. I think it's because I was dry brushing it on that it's really not wet, the paint. So here I'm just going to go in with my Type 1 multi-surface glue. I'm going to run that up along the side. Had a little bit of a hard time squeezing the glue out of there. Probably time for a new bottle. So here I'm making sure the whole area from top to bottom has some glue. So when I lay the clothespin down, that it is adhered flush to the crate. And here I'm trying to center it. And I'm going to go in with my ruler again to make sure that it's straight in the center. And then I let that sit for a few minutes just to kind of let some of that glue set before I moved on to the other side, so the other piece is not moving around. And I'm just doing the same process, adding some of that glue to the middle part of the edge of the crate, and then I'm going to add the clothespin. And then we're going to measure it out with the ruler again to make sure that when I stand it up, it's not crooked. And here, because I used um, the multi-surface glue, it doesn't dry as quickly as hot glue, then I can still kind of move it around until I'm happy with where it is. And here I just added some floral foam into my crate, and I have these picks in my stash, and then I'm just gonna arrange that into the crate. And I like these pink and white, it goes so well with the green. And here I'm putting them in, but then I'm deciding they're too long, so I do end up trimming them down a little bit so they fit better. It would also look really pretty with some yellow flowers, and I think the yellow and green look really nice together as well. But I decided on these. And they also from the Dollar Tree as well. So here it is. I'm just fluffing them around until I'm happy. And this is what it looks like. It's a nice little planter stand. I think this one turned out super cute as well. So let me know, what do you think about these jumbo clothespin projects for today? I would love to know. Leave me a comment down in my comment section down below. So here we are, taking a nice good look at them. If you made it all the way to the end of the video with me, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me that you stuck around. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel and also liking, commenting, and hyping my video. It would mean the world to me. Until next time.